What is going on YouTube? It is X Chopper, and this is a very exciting video. Somehow, some way, I managed to get an RTX 3070 Ti for MSRP at Best Buy. Pretty exciting. If you didn't hear, on August 26, 2021, Best Buy had an in-store event before they even opened. I guess across the country they got a bunch of shipments of 3000 series cards, and my buddy Ray and I luckily were able to go and we got our hands on some hardware. Pretty exciting. You can see some pictures right here of us waiting in the line, finally getting a little closer. And eventually they had some employees come out and giving you one of these tickets. You tell them which one you want and they let you know if they have any available or not. And then when you get in the store, show them the ticket and boom. I actually wanted to get a 3080, but by the time they got to me, they already had none left. And I could not spend money for a 3080 Ti or a 3090. I could have if I wanted to. They had them. I had the opportunity, but I ended up just getting the 3070 Ti. Pretty exciting. So this video is going to be showcasing the performance difference on Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War on the newest zombie map, Mauer Toten. It's going to be showing you the performance with the 2070 and then with the 3070 Ti afterwards. So I'm using a Ryzen 7 3700X with 16 gigs of 3600 RAM, like 3600 speed RAM. And the game is installed on an SSD. Not really sure if that's going to make much of a difference or not, but that's important to know. So yeah, we're using the MSI RTX 2070 Armor. This is a pretty good card. I got it less than 2 years ago for a really good deal. But anyway, you could see on the screen, I'm not going to talk the entire video, but I got the FPS in the corner, and on the top I have it set if I have DLSS enabled or disabled. Currently it's disabled. If it's enabled, there'll be no words. I won't say it's on. I'll only have a notification if it's disabled, just so you can kind of get an idea of how important DLSS could be depending on your hardware, if you have like an RTX 2060 or 2070. But it's pretty cool. When I had the 3070 Ti in, I didn't really see much of a difference with DLSS on or off. I mean, there is a difference. If you have it on, it is a little better, but it's so minimal that I'd rather just keep it off. But it's really on personal preference. If you skip around to the video, if you don't want to watch the whole thing, you can skip towards the end where I have the 3070 in and maybe compare the numbers a little bit. There is a performance increase for sure, but it's really not to the point where if you had a 2070 that you would need to upgrade to a 3070. It's really not that significant, but there definitely is an increase, and it is pretty impressive to see how much it goes up. Like, look at right now, it's in the 80s and then the 90s. Sometimes it even drops down into the 70s with all the settings maxed out, motion blur off and DLSS off. But then you'll see later in the video how much higher it is just with a graphics card swap. It's quite impressive, and it's quite insane how much better the cards got from one generation to the next. But yeah, it's really going to be it with the commentary. There's not much more that I need to say. I may or may not put some timestamps in the description so you can jump around to certain points and like certain parts of the map with a specific piece of hardware or with DLSS on or off. But it's very nice. I really recommend trying to watch the entire video and keeping your eye on the FPS counter, because it's very interesting to see the numbers compared to what's going on the screen, like in the game, and what kind of hardware is in the PC. So thanks for watching. 3000 series graphics cards, very awesome, very lucky, and I feel privileged that I had the opportunity to get one. It cost money, obviously. It wasn't cheap, but at least it was retail price, and it's a Founders Edition, which is really, really cool. So yeah, anyway, keep an eye out on Best Buy. They might do more of these in-store events. Apparently they did one last month, and then they did one today, so they might do one in September. So keep an eye out. Thanks for watching. Peace out.
Project N Station had a lab here in Berlin. That is where you will find Valentina.
That's a kill. too ugly to leave.
That one holds power over the others. I would suggest targeting it as a priority. Why build a road over a mountain when you can carve a tunnel through its heart?
Who's next? Oh, wait. Crack some systems.
Those undead scientists work for Omega. The artists are corrupted.
Decoy. One shot and... Frag out. Throwing frag grenade. Enemies down. I'm decimating the... That one's dead for real now.
Valentina has planned this for some time. After all, she brought the end station rails to Omega. Was not so much the lucky draw from the archives we believed. She knew about end station. The portal, the Dark Ether. Her father had a mission to secure the future of the Reich. And now she plans to complete it. She must fail. Requiem, you will see to it. Restore power to the district first.
Not so scary now, are you? Disinfected.
After surviving so much, it would be a pity. Tempests were critical to my inversion warheads. Remember? Right to the bottom of the ocean. We shall have power. You must find the end station lab. That is where Valentina will be.
Decoy. Can't stand the heat.
What is purpose of mechanical men in...
Not so scary now, are you? Mess with me, that's what you get. Took down 5. Confirming.